Hello, today I'm going to show you the perfect beginner project for 3D modeling, which is making a coaster out of the free image to keychain on MakerLab. First, you're going to want to prepare your photo. I put together a bunch of images to make this, and I added a border as well, which will just make it a little more clean. Export your photo and crop it into a square shape. The reason why you want to turn it into a square is because I'm going to use the option to crop it into a circle, and doing this will make it have the perfect dimensions. Now you're going to go ahead and upload your image. Make sure you keep the background on. Click on the shape, click circle, and confirm. The auto matching color box will appear next. You can go ahead and click confirm because you can just change the colors to whatever ones you want. I normally recommend doing 4 or less colors if you're using the AMS. However, I will be showing you how to do extra colors in this. I'm going to go ahead and match all the colors to what I want them to be. Once you're happy with how it looks, click on the Plate and Thickness tab and check the box that says Stroke to give it an outline. Make sure the color matches with whatever you want the backing to be and the outline. I'm going to change the thickness of the entire thing to 2 millimeters and leave the image thickness at 1. The width of the stroke is going to be 3 millimeters. Because I want the coaster to be 100 millimeters exactly, I'm going to change this width to 94 in order to account for the 3 millimeters on both sides from the stroke. Now you can go ahead and observe your pattern to make sure it looks correct and download it as a 3MF or STL. I'm going to go ahead and open this up in my slicer, and I forgot to include this in the recording, but you also need to click the face down mode in order to get it upside down like this. This will just give it a cleaner finish. Make sure all your filament presets and colors are correct. I'm going to click the Strength tab and change the sparse infill density to 100%. If you don't do this, you might see grid lines inside of your coaster, especially if you are doing something with lighter colors. So I'm going to do this in order to avoid that. If you're printing with 4 or less colors with an AMS, you can go ahead and start printing. However, I have 5, so I'm going to have to change the order in which my filaments print so that I can swap it out in between. The image is 1 millimeter, which is equal to 5 layers, so I'm going to reverse the filament order in each layer. Now by doing this, when I'm done printing the first layer light brown, I can go ahead and swap out that spool for white filament, and then in the second layer, when the white is done, I can swap it back to the light brown. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and slice the plate, check my different layers to make sure everything looks correct, and this is the end result.